All right, welcome back into Court Vision. We've had a couple little layoff.
Thanksgiving,
Yeah, stuff happens, you know. But first things first, I want to shout out CXOW Space Moo for giving us our first comment of all time. Really appreciate it.
Shout out to you, man.
Yeah, I hate the Steelers. I mean, I feel you. I feel you. They do. One thing I will say about them though is, I mean, they show up against good teams and they just don't take bad teams seriously. I mean,
unless it's the Patriots, they don't show up against them either.
Oh, well, yeah. I mean, just Bill Belichick owns Mike Tomlin and the Steelers, no matter where they play.
But if they play the Chiefs in the playoffs.
And if you're doing fantasy, pick Le'Veon. But hopping into news, I guess like the biggest NFL news possible right now to really talk about during the middle of the week is the benching of Eli Manning.
Yeah, this is something we talked about like a few weeks ago when it was rumored, and I remember sending it to you and I was saying, I don't know what the coach is doing, but I feel like he wants to get fired if he benches.
The only explanation I can think for myself, I mean, I honestly feel bad for Eli. I mean, I get it. The man hasn't been that good, and it's possible that drafting Odell Beckham Jr. kind of just basically put a Band-Aid over how bad Eli's actually been over the last few years. I mean, just like 4 years ago, he led the league in interceptions. I believe he threw, I was reading like 27 interceptions in a season, which is, I mean, that takes talent.
Yeah.
I mean, that's worse than Andy. So I think kind of getting OBJ kind of put a Band-Aid over it, and without OBJ, you're kind of seeing just, I mean, Eli's just Eli. He's an immobile, older quarterback who won some Super Bowls, and he made some plays, but he also had the very lucky Tyreek catch. And also, both of those years had an awesome defense.
Yeah.
Like, really awesome defensive line.
I think you just kind of got to temper your expectations with Eli. I think he's, a lot of people have said the Jaguars would be a perfect fit. I would agree with that because he got a run game and got the best defense in the league.
Yeah, I mean, I think he could still play in this league. I mean, I wouldn't be offering him a ton of money. Like, I saw Denver fans saying, like, bring him here, we'll take the other Manning, and that'll lead us. I was like, I don't really think so. Yeah, I mean, you all have a lot more problem. I mean, that defense just isn't that. It started off that defense, but it's just not there right now. I mean, when Andy's throwing on you, that's not good. So you have that, but I think a reason for them benching him too is because the 49ers are now playing Garoppolo, and if Garoppolo is as good as advertised, you look at the 49ers winning probably two more games, or even if they win one, and I know Geno Smith isn't going to lead the Giants to a win, then they have the same record, and 49ers beat 49ers beat the Giants, so they would move up a spot in the draft.
Hey, watch out. Gino's playing the Raiders. He might look like a superstar.
Yeah, we'll see. What do you think about Aaron Rodgers wanting to come back? Well, rumored at least.
I expect it from a great player, but I honestly think they should just shut him down. They're not going to win the division. If there's a chance they can make the wild card, then, maybe, but I don't really see any point in it.
No, there's no point. They're not making that wild card. That wild card over in the NFC is stacked right now, and it's just not happening. I mean, if there was a chance that they could play a play-in game to make it to the wild card, then yeah, definitely play them. Because honestly, you get Aaron Rodgers in the playoffs, anything can happen with that man.
Yeah, exactly.
Another thing I think we'll both agree on, Alex Smith. I know they're not going to bench him right now, but I would.
Hey, we've been saying all along since the beginning. Patrick Mahomes, whenever he gets his chance.
They need that deep game. I mean, Tyreek Hill hasn't even been able to be involved lately. I mean, they need that deep ball game, and they got a dude on the sidelines that could throw the ball literally like 80 yards.
Going to his left.
Yeah. So I think we're in agreement with that. So the Clippers season is already done, but it's about to be done. I guess Blake, to no surprise to anybody, is out for 2 months. Yeah, I've heard they're rumored to trade DeAndre Jordan now somewhere.
Blake Griffin's one of my favorite players ever, really, but he gets hurt.
I was thinking, I want to give up the high draft pick that they have from the Nets, but I mean, if they could somehow swing that contract and trade like Tristan too and that pick, and then get DeAndre Jordan.
Yeah.
That would change something. They never had a big man like that. Like, DeAndre is no offense at all, but if you get Isaiah back, they don't really need the offense.
Yeah, that's the thing. I don't know, how would you get that Nets pick?
I would try to get somebody better. I mean, like, if the Pelicans were to offer up, like, Cousins or something like that, and you're able to get them with that pick, then obviously I would want Cousins, but
Because that number 1 pick's looking like Marvin Bagley by a mile. Or Luke May, really.
But yeah, Bagley by a mile, as much as it pains me to say it. So, I mean, for me, I don't know. I would entertain it at least if I was the Cavaliers.
Yeah, I would just, maybe you can pull off in Indiana or someone like that. Or like OKC, Sam Presti, and rob somebody.
I mean, he's good at it. They're struggling right now, though. Just because I want to make fun of him a little bit, even though it could happen probably in Kentucky at some point, but Arizona started last week at number 2 and fell out of the top 25. I don't know if that's the first time it's ever happened, but I feel like it's got to be.
What really surprises me is they have one of the best guards in the whole nation, and then one of the best freshmen in the whole nation. Like, what do you? I don't really know how to explain it.
I have no explanation for it. And then another one I want to hit on is Tennessee, because their football program, that's all you hear about. Like, and during basketball season, it's like, we'll get you in football. Well, your all football program's garbage right now. So they tried to hire somebody. I'm blanking on his name right now, but he used to coach Rutgers and then Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and he's the defense coordinator for Ohio State. I don't know why I'm blanking on his name.
Greg Schiano?
Greg Schiano.
Yeah. And
so they had him hired. They're supposed to have a press conference on Sunday, and then Tennessee fans just went crazy about it, didn't want him. They had riots. They painted their big rock saying that he's a child molester and stuff like that. So, yeah, pretty serious stuff. And then, so now they've had a total of about like 7 coaches that have turned down the job now. And honestly, for me, I hope nobody goes there just because I'd find it hilarious.
Yeah, I don't really know much about the situation, but that sounds rough.
Yeah, I think you're going to wish that you just probably took Schiano, to be honest, but I guess we'll see what happens. Someone's still out there, and that wouldn't be a terrible hire. And other news, Michigan State finally beat Roy Williams.
Yeah. Tom Izzo, I don't know what he decided, why he decided to win this game. But I guess he finally decided to win one. Listen, that was atrocious. I don't even want to watch that game. I couldn't even. I had to leave 7 minutes left in the game. I don't even want to watch it. It was like
probably good because Bill Walton went on a rant about Bridges.
It was literally like watching someone who's never played basketball try to make a shot. Shot 24% from the field. Shot like 50% from free throw line. What? We look like Lonzo Ball status right now. Besides Luke May being the greatest basketball player to ever touch basketball.
Never graced the court at North Carolina.
Better than all the Monstars put together. I mean, listen, there's all jokes aside, that is kind of crazy. We have to talk about that a former walk-on is averaging 20 and 10.
Yeah, he's good. I mean, I'll be curious as I'm more into like conference play and stuff like that. But honestly, you all have faced like decent teams. I don't know how many of those teams like have big men and stuff like that though.
Yeah,
because then you all play like Northern Iowa, I believe.
Yeah, Stanford, and they're trying.
I mean, Stanford would probably have like a big man, but more like Northern Iowa. They're known for their guards that just spray.
Arkansas, yeah. But, Luke May's the greatest basketball player. Better than LeBron right now, so it's a proven fact.
I mean, I don't have nothing to say about the man. He hit that shot, that's all I can say.
He'll forever be able to stay silent.